A couple of days ago, I said in the previous video or two that I was going to talk about an album that I've been bumping to within the past week, and it's an album called Worldwide by Snooper. Yes, Worldwide by Snooper. This is a new album that came out from them this past weekend, and I want to talk about it because I think if you notice on this channel already, I've been talking a lot of hip hop and I guess a lot of hip hop more or less, but I kind of want to like break out of that mode and talk about other artists, other albums alike. And this new Super album is no exception. I've been bumped to this album a lot, along with some other musical albums that I will be going to talk about that came out earlier this year. Because Snoopers Worldwide will definitely go down as like one of the best albums to come out of this year. And on top of it, like this is currently like my maybe top 10 best albums of the year so far contender potentially. I don't know, but either way, this album's really great. This is obviously their follow-up to their 2023 breakout debut album, Super Snooper, which was the first album that got me into them in the first place. And prior to them dropping their debut album, Super Snooper, they've been dropping like tons of little mini EPs. A lot of it will follow up on the Super Snooper album here as presented. And the album was really great. It's amazing. It's surprisingly a really short album. Like we're talking like about 30 minutes in length. Each song from the Super Snooper album range from like a minute to like 30 seconds at times, to where the longest track off the album was like roughly 3-4 minutes long, which is the final track. And it's a really great album. It's an album I highly recommend if you want to get into this rock based, like fast paced type of music. And Worldwide by Snooper, when this came out, I was definitely looking forward to, especially considering that I love Super Snooper. And I gotta say, after listening to this album quite a bit of times, this album's really good. This is by far their most fleshed out album, and I feel like this is like their next stage, you could say. Because if you remember on Super Snooper, again, every song off that project was a minute to 30 seconds long. Now, on average, when you go to Snooper Worldwide, most majority of the songs is about a minute to like 2 to 3 minutes in length. And of course, their final track being Subdivision, which is like their 4 minute long epic, is similar to how they ended their last album, but in a different angle, different shape and form, more or less, right? So I guess we'll talk about some highlights. My songs that I think are my favorite off of this album. My favorite off of this album, right off the bat, are obviously all the promo songs that were promoted, teasing towards project from Company Card, Guard Dog, Star 69, Worldwide. These songs were really good and really got me super hyped for a new Super album. And then when we get into like the deeper cuts, Opt Out, Online are like really good songs that really kick off this album in such a fast pace, and the vocals on this album are so really crazy, really goofy, and just really harmonizing and hypnotizing in a weird sort of way. Again, this may not be like the genre for all of y'all who's normally watch my videos expecting for me to talk about hip hop or maybe something R&B esque like I did with the Kelly Uchis songs recently, but I think that this is like a really good album. And keep in mind, I don't listen to this type of alternative punk, post punk, or style of music, honestly, truthfully. But this is like one of the few bands where I'm like, man, I actually had like a really fun time listening to this album. And I guess to get more highlights out of the way, Blockhead is a really great song. Come Together, super fast. It feels like a 3 minute long epic, but in reality, it's like a 1 minute, 30 second long song. Relay, Pom Pom. Again, 12 songs off of here. This album's length is like really short, about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, if I'm not mistaken by my math. I could be wrong at the end of the day, but it's really good. It's really fun. And I think you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck for this if you're into alternative punk, post punk in general. And yeah, just wanted to quickly rant about Worldwide by Snooper and just praise the hell of it. It's really good. I'm really happy this band's like continuing the momentum it's going, and I can't wait to see like how their sound and their vibes are gonna go in the next future project that they have to offer. But as of right now, Worldwide by Snooper is amazing, and so is their debut album. And yeah, please go check it out. I'll leave a link down below to their album because they have a Bandcamp page, so you can check it out yourself and you can listen to the project for free, of course. So yeah, that's all I want to say. That's it. See you on the next one. Later.